Mays here, raise your hand and we'll call you for questions. Ben, start with you.
Cooper, the communication question, just what needs to be different this weekend? And I'm curious, since you're on the sidelines at Florida, if you noticed anything watching from the sideline that maybe y'all can tweak this week to make sure those same issues don't exist.
Yeah, just doing our job at a high level. I think if you look at all those things that went wrong in that game, a lot of it was self-inflicted. So just going out there, being ready for the moment, and just having clear communication even when it's loud out there, just doing our jobs at a really high level.
Wes?
Cooper, your job in particular at center, how much different is it when you're across the street here or you're playing somewhere else?
It just differs kind of on the environment. Basically for cadence, they'll do some silent count stuff if it's going to be a loud environment, and then just different facets of snap count, and if it's going to be verbal on the hands or silent, not much, but kind of stuff like that in third down.
Adam?
The crowd noise and communication aspect and all that, does that get easier if you play on the road in that a lot, or is it sort of the same whether it's your first time or 10th time?
Probably your first time. It's going to be pretty eye-opening, but from there it's going to be just a loud environment every time in the SEC. Every SEC environment is going to be top-notch, and Bama's going to be the same way, and we just got to find ways to work around that and prevail from it. So, just like I said, doing a job at a high level and having communication when it's loud is the critical moment.
Paige and then Vince.
Obviously, you missed the first couple of weeks with an injury. Just how nice has it been to be back and then go on the road with the team again?
Super nice. I got to travel to all the away games with them, so I've been doing that and been able to enjoy the away games a little bit. But it's been really nice to be back. Just being out there with my brothers, just being in the fight with them. That's what I came here for and what I came here to do. So super happy about it.
Cooper, I know the passing game hasn't been up to your standards, right? Explosive plays, all those kind of things. How is everybody involved in that? Joe, the tight ends, everybody hanging in there in terms of trying to stay motivated and trying to get better in that area?
I think everybody's motivated. I think the biggest thing, if you look at from our win this past weekend, a lot of our stuff, it's just small things. The margins of winning and losing stuff in the SEC is really small, and there's really talented guys everywhere. So it's all a matter of execution and us doing stuff at a really high level, and we'll figure out ways to do that.
And anything that you haven't said about the running backs that you can share in terms of how they continue to produce at the high level they do?
Yeah, no, I'll take any opportunity I can to congratulate them and praise them a little bit. They're doing a great job. They've got a really loaded room. 3 guys that are really similar skill level that can do great things on every avenue, running and passing game, and they step up there in protection too and do a lot and help clean us up sometimes. So just super proud of those guys.
Sarah or Sam, sorry.
You've played with Jacob Worm for some time now. It seems like he's getting a lot more touches this season. Obviously, that big touchdown against Texas A&M. Anything you've noticed from him differently this year?
No, not much. Just him. He's a guy that's been here, like you said. He's been here a long time. Does stuff the right way. Anything that he does, he's going to do it with the right intent and the right way to do it. So he's just been in a place to have touchdowns, stuff like that. And, he's been there to make the plays when the opportunity arises. So, not surprising, just the guy that does stuff the right way, and now his opportunity has come.
Adam?
Another question about the crowd noise. I know a lot of y'all stuff is silent. What's the hardest part of the noise? Is it the snap count if it's not silent? Is it the line call, the play call, the stress of it? What's hard about functioning the offense with noise?
It's just kind of everything included, like you said. Everything that you just mentioned, it's all combining to make stuff kind of just hard. If you went to your everyday job and somebody put a speaker right next to your head and it was about as loud as it got, you probably wouldn't be very good at your job. So that's just the challenge. It's an added level of chaos a little bit.
Wes?
Cooper, I'm sure you have confidence in your guys and up front and confidence in those backs behind way you could this season, going into the season? Did you look at those backs of what y'all had up front and say, we think we can run the ball
You saying this season or this past week?
this season?
Man, yeah, of course. You know, I don't think I go into any season and think that our O-line can't run the ball. Everybody kind of had a hard time in fall camp when, our D-line was getting after us a little bit. And I was telling everybody, like, look, guys, like, they're going to be one of the best teams, best D-lines that you play all season, and this is going to get us a lot better. So we practice against some of the best guys in the country every single day, every day in, day out, and it can't do anything but make you get better. So I think that's helped us a lot and, gotten us to the point where we're elite in that category.
Anything else, Cooper? All right, thanks, Cooper.
Thank y'all.